Immigrant students face many challenges at the end of their high school education. These challenges involve how their immigration status will affect their admission to colleges and universities, and their financial problems discourage them for pursuing higher education.
I'm a senior at Washington Lee High School right now, and I'm starting to fill out my college applications. And firstly, one hardship is that you have a limited choice of schools that you have to apply, because a lot of schools don't even accept students like me.
Well, one of the biggest challenges was realizing that I would have to pay out-of-state tuition, and I got very scared because I wondered, well, how am I going to afford college? You know, that's my biggest goal in life, to get an education. How am I going to get it? So I looked at scholarships, and then I realized that a lot of scholarships require you to be a resident or a citizen. And then I was, very scared, because I said, well, this is not going to be possible.
Unfortunately, many educators do not know the information or resources available to help these students as they face these challenges.
Resources, they were very low, but the DREAM project was my big resource. Before, I had to call every school, and even the schools didn't know. And I had to search online, but the resources were so limited, so I didn't know what to do, and I can't even consult people, because even educators or my friends didn't know, because we didn't share the same status.
The DREAM project is here to help educators assist these students and to establish positive relationship with Dreamers.
When you're in college, you're going to have opportunities to do internships. Washington is well known for that.
When you consider what career path and what major path you're going to choose, there's going to come points where you have to make a decision on whether what I have to put in, is it worth it for what I get out of it.
Use the term dreamer when referring to these students. Avoid the term illegal or alien.
Personally, I've never been called illegal. I hear it all around me, but I had to keep it a secret at the age of 8. My parents would tell me, okay, you can't say anything about your status to anyone. And I thought it was a sin, it was something really bad, so I wasn't even able to express myself, or even to people call me illegal. And I think illegal is a very offensive language, especially it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong and you should be afraid of who you are.
Students are told not to talk about their immigration status for fear of deportation. But what that does is that they spend their life trying to legitimize their existence to a group of people that continue to tell them that they're illegal. So students struggle with that concept of themselves. So we need to put them in a positive light.
Students and their families may be afraid to talk about their immigration status. Please let them know they can talk to you.
Es muy importante sentir la confianza, porque de ahí depende que nuestros hijos y también nosotros como padres estemos bien informados qué es lo que nuestros hijos deben seguir para que vayan al college.
Many students have been told not to talk about their immigration status out of fear. It's really important that educators provide a list of resources and information for Dreamers in their general presentations to students, in their publications that they distribute on their website. That way, Dream students and their parents can get the information they need without having to disclose until they feel more comfortable.
Many Dreamers are not Latino students, and they are not English language learners.
I'm Asian, and I know plenty of other Asians who are immigrants.
When you assume that all students who are DREAM students are Latino, you exclude everyone else who isn't Latino. And those students who are not Latino don't receive those resources that you can give a DREAM student.
Familiarize yourself with the laws in your state and keep abreast of immigration reforms.
We had the Supreme Court's decision of Plyer versus Stowe, in which they say that anyone in the United States had the right to education. And also FERPA, the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, that states that anyone in the United States has the right to equal education. So those are basically the basis of educating our immigrant students.
Tell undocumented students that they can go to college, but they will need to research what options are available to them.
Well, my biggest resource was, of course, the DREAM project. My parents had no background information about the college process and how to apply to college and how it all works.
Most colleges will accept DREAM students. The problem comes with paying for college. Often the students are treated as international students and there's no financial help for those students. They also, in most states, pay out-of-state tuition, even if they've lived in the state since they were 2.
Work with students to avail themselves of scholarships that do not require citizenship or residency status, and help them through their college search, application process, and final decision making.
Well, there's many scholarships available for Hispanic students and for students who are Dreamers. I was introduced to the scholarships by my counselor who gave me a list, and then I was able to look at all the scholarships and check all the requirements and make sure that I was able to apply to those scholarships.
The biggest challenge for Dreamers is financial aid, and there are a lot of non-profit organizations and Dreamer supporter organizations who help by way of offering scholarships to these students.
Try to find older DREAM students, mentors, and community organizations that can support these students.
I'm very thankful for the DREAM project because firstly, the most important thing the DREAM project has given me is acceptance and support. Before, I was afraid to speak, and now I found my voice, and knowing that there are more like me and there are people who support me and who work to fight for people like me gave me hope, which is a really big thing. And also, every mentor, every student, they're all very dedicated to see your success.
Advocate with college admissions officers as well as other resources that can help them in their admission process.
Educators really need to be helping Dreamers, especially as they navigate the college application process. It's very confusing for most students, and so for DREAM students it's even more complicated. Educators can call the admissions offices at the colleges. Often there are questions as students are applying when they're filling out their applications, how they should answer certain questions. So the educators can call the admissions office. They can ask those questions so that the DREAM students themselves don't have to do that. Also, as educators are attending college fairs or speaking with college admission personnel in other situations, to ask how do they handle DREAM students, what options are there for DREAM students, and advocate in that way that colleges might even change their policies toward DREAM students.
As educators, we have the responsibility to assist all our students regardless of their immigration status. Dreamers deserve the opportunity to attend college or universities, and the DREAM project is here to assist you in that process.